What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 174 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me, as always, is J-Mac Gaming.
Oh, did you say something? I knew, I was waiting I thought Nitro was over.
Oh, nope.
Damn, that sucks. I guess I have to.
Nope, but Brutus Booty Cake has ice-cold momentum.
Oh, don't look at all this. This is cheating. This is the only screen that pops open that I can block their show. Alright, let's just run it.
Let's just run it. So, in the pre-show match that Justin made, which is actually did better than I thought it was going to.
What the fuck? What? 65!
If we're off to a good start, boys.
Alex Wright's dad, Steve Wright. It's a big win over Warrior. Warrior looked good out there, man. He wanted to make Steve Wright look. Yeah.
He wanted to impress.
Oh, this one did not do as hot.
No, in an abysmal pre-show match, Funaki, Savio Vega, and the Great Sasuke defeat Dave Taylor, Tintaka, and Brutus Booty Cake. Funaki pinned Dave Taylor with a fisherman buster.
Hell yeah, Funaki. Hell yeah. All right, Chad, let's get into the show so I can go to bed.
Well, let's get into the show. I'm not going to bed just yet. We still have Thunder. We got a book. But anyway, so the show starts with the. Oh, you were making a joke that my Nitro was boring.
Oh, man, you're not the smartest, are you?
Oh, fuck you. So the show starts with the Resistance, Raven, Steiner, and the Road Warriors in the ring. Raven says, "Last week, we sent a message to the NWO. We told them that we were not going to sit by and watch them run roughshod over WCW. And if they want to try to screw you fans over, screw us over, they got a Resistance on their hands." He says, I'm issuing a challenge. At the next pay-per-view, it's going to be 5-on-5. Us and my good buddy Billy Kidman, who's getting ready who's getting ready backstage to go to war, versus 5 members of the NWO, and we want the big ones. We want Hall, we want Nash, we want Hogan, we want Sting. And I want that son of a bitch Mike Awesome. I want those 5 in the ring. And we're going to send them a message about what happens when you pick on the little guy. No more is the little guy going to stand there while the big bullies, the NWO, ruin the company that me and Scott and the Road Warriors and all the boys in the back busted our asses to build. Scott Steiner goes, and after we crush them at the pay-per-view, we're going to go and we're going to crush them and we're going to take all the championships. In fact, why wait? Oh, Nash, you two sons of bitches, I'm challenging you to a tag team title match tonight against me and Raven. And if you beat us, if you win, the Resistance will be done before it even started. The NWO come out. Hulk Hogan and Nash and Hall and Sting, they laugh. They laugh at the Resistance. Hulk Hogan says, "You guys call yourself a Resistance, brother? The only thing I see resisting here is me and my brothers resisting the urge to laugh at all of your dumb faces." He says, "You guys want a 5-on-5 tag team match at the pay-per-view? All right, brother. It just gives us all an opportunity to not defend these championships." He says, "But we are fighting champions. So you want a shot at these tag team titles? Fine. Nash, Hall, they accept. But after we beat you tonight and we end the Resistance before it even started, we're going to send a message to all the people in the back, brother, who think they can handle the NWO. No one can handle the NWO, Jack. We are back and we're better than ever." And he just rips off his shirt.
Why'd he rip off his shirt?
Because he's riled up. That's what Hulk Hogan does, man. So all right, yeah, that's the main event tonight. Nash, Hall versus Steiner and Raven. And we go to a television championship match. Mike Awesome, the guy who's not going to go by Mike Hogan, defeats Disco Inferno with an awesome bomb and makes defense number 1 of the WCW World Television title. You see, Mike Awesome said backstage before the show started that he was going to have an open challenge just like Kidman, but he's going to challenge a non-resistance member. So Disco Inferno met the call. But after the match, a resistance member did run out. Billy Kidman was notoriously absent from the opening promo, and that's because he was looking to pick a fight with Mike Awesome, and he attacks him after the match.
Sorry.
It's okay. And they brawl all the way. They brawl to the back. Billy Kidman pissed that he had his television championship taken from him last week.
Hell yeah. It was terrible with no dialogue or no script.
It was terrible. He needed a script to fight? Okay.
There we go.
We have, Dreamer, DDP lost to Chris Kanyon last week, so Dreamer wanted to make an example and prove a point. So he challenged Chris Kanyon, put the title on the line. And of course, Dreamer did defeat Chris Kanyon and makes defense number 9 of the WCW Pure title.
There we go. Hell of a match, though.
Hell of a match.
I don't know what happened to Raw, but WCW looking to come out. As you know.
Yes. So after that match, Dreamer gets he grabs a microphone and he says, "Diamond Dallas Page, please come out here. I have something that I need to tell you." So Diamond Dallas Page comes out and he says, "Diamond, I showed you right there the difference between a dreamer and a loser." He said, "Last week you couldn't get the job done against Chris Kanyon, and I showed you that I can. Diamond Dallas Page, please let me take you under my wing. You can dream big, and you can turn your career around. I'm just asking you for the opportunity to show you what happens when you walk down the path of the dreamer. Please, Page, do the right thing." And Diamond Dallas Page actually looks at Tommy Dreamer and he grabs a microphone and he says, "Tommy, my career has been rocky. You know, every time I pick up momentum, I stall. I've won a couple championships, but I haven't really... What have I done? You know, maybe being a dreamer will turn things around for me, and maybe I could finally do what I set out to do." And then Dreamer gives him a hug, and then Diamond Dallas Page puts the microphone back to his mouth and he says, "Or maybe that sounds like the worst idea I've ever heard in my entire life." And then Dreamer went to push him off, but Diamond Dallas Page kept a hold, and then turns around and gives him a diamond cutter for his trouble.
Damn.
And then says, "I'll never dream big."
You just gotta believe.
So yeah, Diamond Dallas Page continuing the rivalry with Tommy Dreamer.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So we have a decent little match. The Legion of Doom defeat the Dudley Boys in 11:48 when the Road Warriors defeat Bubba Ray with a Doomsday device. That got 76, brother.
Yeah, the Road Warriors really carrying these Dudley Boys.
They are.
To a good match.
The Dudleys are pissed because once again they just can't beat the Legion of Doom. They're furious, and they distract the Legion of Doom after the match, and then this happens. Hall and Nash, instead of getting ready for their tag team title match tonight, they attack the Road Warriors. And you're going to Road Agent Report or Road Agent Note, so I'm sure someone got hurt.
No.
Oh, okay. But yeah, they attack the Legion of Doom, and specifically Road Warrior Hawk. They actually they single him out specifically. The Dudley Boys, they run in and they distract Animal. They grab him so he can't move, and then they just lay out Warrior. They hit him. They crush his head with a chair. They put him through a table. They just level him, and he actually gets taken out via stretcher.
Oh, stretcher.
Is the match going to be a 5-on-4 handicap match? If one of the Legion of Doom can't make it, what happens?
I don't know. We're gonna have to find out next week.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan is backstage, and he says, "Why did we do what we did to the Legion of Doom, brother? It was to send a message. To send a message to the Resistance, and to send a message to everybody who thinks they can rise up against the NWO. There's nothing to rise up against, because in order to rise up, you have to have a force good enough to rise up. And there's nobody in the back who can go hold a toe to the world champion and the NWO. So I'll be curious to see if the Legion of Doom can even make it to the pay-per-view intact. And I'll also send this message. If you think you can take down the NWO, then what we just did, we're going to keep doing to every single member of the Resistance, brother."
I don't like this Hulk Hogan. I don't like him.
I don't like him. Well, I mean, he's doing his job if you don't like him, brother.
Look at this fucking match.
Meanwhile, we go back to the ring. Last week I showed Val Venus upsetting Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero challenges Val Venus to a rematch. Val Venus accepts, and in a decent match, Val Venus defeats Eddie Guerrero again with a pile driver. Tori Wilson did some good work at ringside. That's good. That's what we like to hear.
I hate this. I hate seeing my boy Val Venus.
And after the match, Tori Wilson and Val Venus make out over the unconscious body of Eddie Guerrero.
That's fucked up, Chad. Ugh, I don't like that at all anymore. I'm not about this gimmick.
We go to commercial. We come back, and the Total Cable Package versus the Faces of Fear. And in a decent match, the Faces of Fear defeat the Total Cable Package 11:09 when Meng submitted Lex Luger with a Tongan Death Grip.
Wow, the Faces of Fear upsetting TCP.
Yes.
Well, they don't want Jimmy Hart.
After the match, Lex Luger gets up, and Sid Vicious helps him up, and Luger just says, "I'm sorry," over and over again, because they've been on a losing streak, and Vicious looks at him and says, it's okay, TCP. And then they hug, and then they hold hands, like they raise their hands like to the crowd, and then Luger Vicious clotheslines Luger.
Boo!
He attacks Lex Luger, jumps him, and takes him out. And Lex Luger looks stunned. Sid Vicious has had enough. He rips up his TCP T-shirt, throws it on top of Lex Luger, and then just says, "I'm sick of being held back by you." And then picks him up and power bombs him.
Damn.
Once more for good measure.
Damn. Wow. TCP breaking up.
TCP breaking up.
All right. Main event of the night.
And in an exceptional match, Raven and Scott Steiner defeat the Outsiders when Raven pinned Kevin Nash with a pile driver after Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner's brother. And if you remember, Justin, a man who had some beef with a former Sting boy, if you remember that.
Oh, the Sting boy.
Yes. Raven and Scott Steiner win the WCW Nitro Tag Team Championships.
Wow.
The first shot by the Resistance have been fired. They have taken the Nitro Tag Team titles. And after that match, Raven and the Steiner brothers celebrate in the ring to send the crowd home happy.
And that's it. Rick Steiner performed poorly. He can't celebrate.
But I got a 96.
Holy fuck. 87, Chad?
87. Hell yeah.
All right, I guess we have to really book the heavy hitters every week now. Fuck. Can't have Al Snow fighting in my mid-card.
I guess not. But anyway, we beat Monday Night Raw for the first time in a minute.
For a while.
What'd you think of that show, Justin?
I think it was good. I think it was a good show. We finally got rid of TCP. Fucking hated him.
Yeah, what's going to happen there?
Lex Luger is probably going to leave. Oh. He's going to leave.
So?
Vicious is going to... I don't know. I think the Outsiders flip-flopping the belts. That was a little weird. I'll be honest. Didn't they just win them?
Yeah, but, it kept you on the toes. You weren't expecting it.
Yeah, I guess so. Val Venus and a makeout session. Yeah.
Yeah, I could take or leave that.
Alright, that was episode 174. Chad, how do you feel?
I feel good. I feel good. It feels good to have the better show once again.
Alright, check us out for one episode 175. Thunder.
175. 175 for Thunder.
And remember, which AEW guy should I hate now?
I don't know, man.
Fuck Dax Hardwood.